नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू संवाद। एक खास मंच, एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जहां हम बात करते हैं दिल से। आई एम माही सिंह, योर होस्ट फॉर today's episode of Sunvaad. And today, it is truly an honor to welcome a remarkable personality and inspiring voice at Alumna of Sunbeam Women's College, Varuna, Ms. Divya Chaudhary. So, ma'am, how do you feel to be here?
Feels like home. Sunbeam is home for me.
Ma'am, what actually inspired your transition into social research and how did Lady Shri Ram shape your perspective and understanding society, policy, and human behavior?
So even when I was in my bachelor's, like when I was in Sunbeam only, so in my second and third year of college, I had already worked with the Piramal Foundation and Women for India.
Wow.
So with Piramal Foundation, I was working as an outreach coordinator. So they had one program called Dada Dadi Swasth something, Surakshit Dada Dadi. Yeah. So in that program, we were supposed to get an insight on prospective villages, elderly people, like how they are keeping, if they have any need or do they need any kind of assistance or anything.
Matlab the
Are they literate?
experiences.
Yes, their experiences. Generally, we just wanted to know like what is their life right now. So that was the aim of that program. All right. So that was happening. Then simultaneously, I was working as a fundraising intern for Women for India. So I initially did all of this just to gain experience for my internships. But slowly I realized that, this is something I enjoy doing. This is something that I like doing as a person. I like helping people out and without any selfless, motive. So I thought, what more can I serve with? So I ventured into child rights and youth. Then in our college itself, we have INTAC. So INTAC is Indian National Trust for Archaeological and Cultural Heritage. So we tried preserving monuments that are unknown to people, but there are monuments that are still existent. We used to go there. We used to try raise awareness. We used to have campings, nukkad nataks, everything. So that made me feel कि यार we can take this to next level. So once I was done with my masters, since I am a social scientist, I'm a political scientist, I take great pride in being that. So once I was done with that, I started applying for projects. And I applied to numerous colleges. I was invited for interview to RML as well, Ramanohar
Really
Lohia.
great.
Yeah. And then I had one project from BITS Pilani, but due to some reasons I could not go there. Then a very fortunate morning, I got a call from Lady Shri Ram College, and it was their principal. So I would just like to mention one of the most powerful references on my CV. So Dr. Suman Sharma, she considered me for the position of research associate there, and she invited me to have a one-to-one discussion about the project. So thereon, I got to know the project is about destitute widows of Varanasi, Mathura, and Pune. So, when you connect with people, you connect with them via call or any way, any medium, you start empathizing. And that is exactly what happened with me when I was working on that project. I started empathizing with those people because they used to, poor innocent people they were totally unaware of any schemes or any programs that were going on for them. And there are a lot of programs that are being held for people who are old, people who are living alone, widows, and things like those. So they were unaware of those. They were abandoned by their children, and they were just living in these shelter homes, or they were living roadside. So I started empathizing with this for one more reason, that I had seen my mom being without my father for 5 years. Like post my father's demise, my mom had to survive without him for 5 years as a widow. So I found that, I'm subconsciously building a personal connect with them. So I just realized that, this can be something. I can help out people. I still donate. I still, give my service to a lot of places where I went as a researcher.
You're doing such a great deed. It's such a appreciable work,
Thank you so
really.
much. Thank you so much. But it's like it still feels that no, this is not enough. This is not enough. I try to donate to animal shelters as well. Although I'm very scared of dogs, but I try to donate to animal shelters. Like my mom was very fond of cows,
Oh,
so I try to donate to shelters like those mostly, where they have a lot of cows and they're having a hard time to take care of those cows. So I try to donate to those. I have donated to ashrams where people who are differently abled, they stay. And again, I am still working with those shelter homes where I went as a researcher.
oh.
So I think my time with Lady Shri Ram College has changed my perspective towards how I look at society. Because earlier, I was just like any another teenager who was just all about herself, like me first. बाकी सब बाद में आता है. तो वो एक जो thought process होता है, that was completely changed because of Lady Shriram, my project lead, as well as my mentor. I consider her a great mentor. She changed my perspective towards these people. She taught me a lot. My research taught me a lot, like the hardships that people go through on a daily basis that we are not aware of. And we think, the world is like one happy place and it's just rainbows and ice creams everywhere. It's not like that. And I just made it a point that I'll try to contribute to the society anyhow, like in any manner possible, be it some virtual experience, be it via money. And I started doing this with my own money specifically. I never ever took money from my guardians or my parents for this purpose. I made sure that, whenever I do this with my own money. So that is also essential, because unless and until you are not giving something from your own pocket, it's futile, because वो तो आपके parents का है.
Exactly.
It's not yours. So that is something that I always kept in mind. Ki whatever I'll do,
When you
I'll
feel the worth of.
yes, you feel the worth of that service. So just to make sure that it is fruitful, it is actually impacting people, and it is actually something that I am doing, not my parents. I made sure that I would do this with my money.
So how, what do you think that it nurture you? Like all these perspectives towards the society, towards the people, and mostly towards the society which is already like the richer one. What do you nurture? What it helped to, what actually you think about them? Like, do they really do good such deeds for that people, or they just sit around or like something like this?
See, there is no good deed in this world that is selfless. Everything that we do is selfish. So, even if you're doing a good deed, you're just doing it to make yourself feel good about it. Okay. So, as far as I have seen, like when I used to go for my data collection during my research, I used to see a lot of people from good families. They used to come by and they used to donate certain things. But अब क्यों कर रहे हो? Because at the end of the day, you want to feel good about something that you have already done wrong.
Exactly.
So I had the same feeling, that feeling of redemption. But for those people, I think it goes beyond that, because the richer ones, they just keep getting rich and rich, and how that money is coming to them, they're exploiting the ones who are mediocre or who are already poor. They're exploiting them. They are taking advantage of their situations or something. Because see, I'm a political scientist, I'll put it the political science wala way. Like, we have class
Yeah, yeah,
struggles,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
We have two classes. हिस्ट्री गवाह है इस बात की कि हमेशा से दो क्लासेस रही हैं. एक जो एक्सप्लॉइट होता आ रहा है, जो एक एक्सप्लॉइट करता आ रहा है. सो I would just put it that way, but again, it can be very controversial. So
Let's leave it for a part.
yeah,
Let's leave
let's
it.
just leave it there.
Let's move further. So now, that's my one more question for you. What challenges did you face during your leadership or research journey that pushed you to grow beyond your comfort zone?
I always kept finding people rebelling against me. As
As a healthy competition or
as just rebel, like as a rebellion. Just people used to, whenever you try to guide somebody or lead somebody and you're younger than them, you'll always face this as a challenge, that people would not listen to you because they think, ये तो छोटी है, इसको क्या पता, इसको ज़्यादा आइडिया नहीं अभी लाइफ के
that's
बारे में.
very, experienced for some,
Yes.
mostly for girls actually.
Actually, and I faced this thing in my project also. Like, I used to get so much rejection, and I tried, sort of making people do certain things, but it was always like, ma'am, आपकी बात क्यों सुने हम? And it feels very bad, like when people straight away reject it, ki, no, I'm not going to do it because I don't consider you anything because you're a younger person. So I found this thing a lot. Like, I still get it in my workspace because I'm comparatively very young to what kind of people I have at my office. So it gets very challenging to make people do things. And as a leader, you have to be supportive, you have to do it with them. So I'm ready to do that, but people still find it like, Arey yaar, she's just doing this so that she can get the favors of the higher management
that
people.
she can seek attention.
Yes, she can seek attention. She can, go at a higher pedestal. So just to step up a ladder, she's doing all of this. She's not actually as cooperative. So you get this a lot when you step into a leadership role. You get a lot of backlash. You get a lot of friction from the people you're working with. And it's like it's fundamental in all workspaces, in all walks of life, in all workspaces, be it professional, personal, even if you do it in your house. Like, just like I told you, like, I'm the younger child, and leadership is not expected from me, right?
And let me tell you, leadership is also not expected from the elder child. Being an elder child, it feels
It is.
it is only for the younger siblings and younger cousins. Talking about parents too, I don't really think so that
They
leadership
look
is
at you in this perspective.
that they'll
Once,
come and they'll ask
once we
for
are not
opinions.
once we are not able to take care of things, the elder child would take care of this. So I was the younger child. I was always pampered, basically. But there were times when my sister needed support. She needed to be, put at the back seat, and I was supposed to take the wheel. So again, people did not take me as seriously. Like, me making decisions, like, नहीं ये ऐसे होना है, वो वैसे होना है. तो people did not take it as seriously. They were like, no, you don't know, you are the younger one, you barely have knowledge about things. I said, I know what I'm doing, and you have to listen to me because it's a unanimous decision. Be it me or be it my sister, it's just one person right now. It's one entity, and I'm saying from that perspective. So then people started listening to me. Otherwise, it was always like this. Nahi, we are not going to take you as seriously because you don't have much experience with life. Like, people, the very drawback of our society is that people think if you do not have much years on you, so you're not as experienced. But that's not the case.
Hypothetical thinking.
Yeah. it's very conservative, I would say. It's very conservative that people think that just because you're older, you're wiser, you have much experience. That's not the case. You can be 25 and you might have seen more of the life than anybody else as a contemporary. So I would say that is something that is there in my case. I believe I have more experience than anybody else who is my contemporary. Like, even my friends, they might not have seen as much as I have, both in terms of, ups and downs of life, and as well as newer things. Like where I work right now, City Montessori School. So we have this conference every year that's called CJ Conference. We call it colloquially as CJ Conference, and we get to meet legal luminaries from across the globe. So we had the honor to host Her Excellency, President of Hungary last year. And I had just joined the office back then, and I was so stoked. I was like all starry eyed. Oh my God. And again, because I'm a political scientist, I find it very amazing to be around people like such. And I got to meet Justice Dalveer Bhandari. This year we had Mr. Shubhanshu Shukla, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, and he's an alumnus of one of our campuses. Also, like, I got to interview him 101. So that was something amazing. And I don't know if half of my friend circle would have had the chance to meet this kind of person. I got to meet our defense minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh.
Wow, that's
So yeah, so that is what I'm saying. Ki just because you're younger does not mean you do not have much experience in life, be it in terms of ups and downs, be it in terms of experiences, like so. Okay, so this is something that people need to change about leadership and stuff. That no, just because somebody is younger, इनको तो कुछ पता नहीं होगा. People need to, rethink about this. We need to count the skills, the experiences over the years. And hopefully, let's see. As Gen Z settles in, Gen Z takes up those major roles as they grow up. Maybe that might be the case. When they become parents, that might be the case. They have more liberal and open-minded
that's
approach.
that's one thing I am really proud being a Gen Z.
I'm a Gen Z too.
So, lastly, but important, how can today's youth engage more meaningfully with social issues beyond awareness or social media activism?
Social issues. I think people who would be listening to it, if they're parents, they would not agree to it. But I think social media is the best platform to stay aware. See, general media, the traditional media, it's corrupt. It is corrupted now. We only get to see what people want us to see. Social media has more raw form of approach. People just put whatever they find on the social media, and you get to decide. Again, nobody is imposing it on
Exactly.
you. You get to decide whether you want to believe this or not. So in that case, I think social media is the best way to stay posted about all the issues that are happening. I think again, like one of my interviews, I mentioned this thing. I scroll through Instagram a lot, and I do that, like, sometimes mindlessly, sometimes purposefully.
This is something I can really relate with.
So I do that a lot, and simultaneously I'm constantly up to date with LinkedIn as well.
Yes.
I have only two prominent social media. It's either LinkedIn or it's Instagram. Nothing else. So yeah, you can see my LinkedIn profile. I work hard on that. So
Yeah, we have seen.
so that is something I would suggest, that if you want to get into social issues, you want to work on those, get on social media, see things, explore things. And another way, if it finds it seems feasible to you guys, so you can join projects the way I did. You can intern,
On
work.
social media.
Not on social media, generally, like when you're in college. So I don't know like which courses require internship nowadays. My course did not, but it was my own choice
Yes.
to intern with certain firms because I just wanted experience.
Yes, you wanted experience and you really thought it very well.
Yes.
Actually, matlab, this is one thing that every person, teenager or graduate, undergraduate, every children every student must know that experience is the key.
Yeah, exactly. Experience is very important because unless and until you get to know something firsthand and you see it yourself, like when you are taught something in the class, right? Uh, I am somebody who believes in conceptual learning. So if a concept is clear to me, I can give hours and hours of lecture on that. I can correlate it with other topics too.
I can really relate with you now.
So that is something that I believe in. So conceptual learning वाली जो चीज़ है, it's very important. A lot of kids they don't do that. Okay, but
हाँ,
this
आजकल they do like ratification.
ratification. So it's a second hand knowledge acquisition वाली चीज़. So when the knowledge is acquired second handedly, like somebody gave you a lecture, you just memorized it, you do not actually learn something. You've just mugged up something. It is not going to help you at all. Be it in your paper, be it in your life, it is not going to help you at all. But when you understand something, you experience something by yourself, so tab you get to realize ki why this thing is being said. Okay. And like there is a concept in later more mature political science. We call it postmodernism.
Oh,
So postmodernism में there is one theory of I think Michel Foucault, and he that is one of my favorite theories. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. So he correlates the two words,
okay.
and he just gives examples of the east and the west of the world. So we belong to the east, and the west is America and everybody else. So उसको relate करके he just lets us know कि what is the distinction, how knowledge is influencing power or power is controlling knowledge. So that was something very life changing for me, and that was in the second year of my masters when I took liking to this topic. And then I understood, like I used to do conceptual learning pehle bhi, but in that time I realized ki, this is what it means to learn conceptually and imply a concept somewhere. So when it comes to social issues as well, unless and until you're not experiencing it firsthand, like social issues are not supposed to be huge. Like I cannot recall, but there was this person at my office for some PR that they had come to us. There was this girl. She had one NGO, and they used to make these glowing collars for cows,
Oh,
so that when they walk on the road
you get
at
to
night,
know.
you can see ki, the fluorescent tags you can see,
They
and
shine at night.
they shine at night. And the night time is the time for most of the trucks to
Exactly.
travel. So what happens is that because of the speed and everything, and due to the darkness and everything, they cannot see these cows from a distance,
And mostly
and
cows
they
are
get
like.
struck. They get struck, and a lot of casualties happen. So just to eliminate that, this girl, she was a kid only, like I think she was a teenager or something, not too old, like hardly 21, maybe hardly 21. And she developed this thing, her NGO developed this thing that was actually very radical. So social changes do not have to be huge or magnificent. They can be small. They can be small and impactful. And like I told you, like I was a part of an actors. So that was another important factor of me getting into social work wala realm. That in actors, we had two projects. One was Sajal, and another one was Copal.
Oh.
So in one project, we were making, sustainable containers for water so that it can be consumed. Like we were making resin wale water walls, and it had pani filled in it, and you can just, cobble it, and it just disappears, and you can drink pani like that.
Wow.
So that was that. And then one project was about taking away that waste that is on the banks of River Ganga. And I don't like calling it Ganges. It's River Ganga only. So River Ganga's river banks used to have these, phool
Ganges.
patti. Yeah, it's just anglicized way of saying that. So that phool patti and everything, just the residue of all the veneration and everything, that was supposed to be collected and turned into incense sticks.
Oh.
So that were two of our projects. We even went to the nationals, and we could not win a title back then, but we did get an appreciation for our
Actually,
projects.
the one thing is more appreciable that you got an experience
Yes.
being at national.
Yes. And it was again, it was very turbulent kind of project, because not 100% of our student strength was here at college. And, the professors, they have this habit that they would believe in only certain set of students. So they would just give all the responsibilities to us कि देख लो यार, कर लो तुम लोग के ऊपर भरोसा है, तुम लोग कर लोगे, ऐसे करके they used to just give away the responsibilities to us. And I think we did justice. Like, they helped us out, not that they did not help us, but it was mostly our efforts. So for that purpose, like, we did a decent job. So, yeah, again, like, social issues do not have to be something huge. They can be small, and it can be known, it can be discovered through social media. Social media is not harmful for you. If you use it in right way, it is not harmful. You just need to be cautious. And that is like a cardinal rule for your life also, right? You always stay cautious. So same is supposed to be done on social media also, so that your information does not get misused. That's all. Like, I think otherwise social media is pretty good. They're doing a good job. Any kind of social platform.
It was really good to talking to you and I would really thank आप सभी व्यूअर्स का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ बने रहने के लिए मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में एक नए टॉपिक के साथ टिल देन थैंक यू एंड जय हिंद